time of drought. Rocks. Little fountain. Word from above. BD0830 from March 26, 1939, taken from book number 17. You shall hear the voice from above which warns you to be an example of those who betray the Lord. Behold, it costs infinite effort to establish a connection from the beyond to people on earth, and such a bridge is unspeakably beneficial so that the gulf can be crossed. If the Lord himself condescends to show you earthly children the way, then nothing more is required than the human being's strong will to show himself worthy of this grace, and he will hear the Lord's words at all times. If now people's resistance cannot be broken and they remain in defense despite all hardship of the soul, this, however, is no reason to take a stand on everything which the intellect cannot grasp, and thus everyone must struggle for the realization of truth. He must try to imagine himself in complete blindness and now trustingly let himself be guided by the divine Lord and Master. The greatest danger is to want to judge everything according to a pattern. Which spirit can possibly guide a person into truth? But only the Spirit from God. And he will stand in truth who consciously surrenders himself to the eternal deity, who submits his will to the divine will and who deeply and humbly begs for God's grace. The one who receives the word is truly not striving for the splendor and magnificence of the world. Nor does he strive for spiritual recognition. He only wants to serve God and people by conveying to them the truths he has received from God. Does this not already show how unspeakably mistaken the person is who doubts the outcome of this word? The strict rejection of the divine word lies like a stone before the door of the heart. For people create an obstacle for themselves by blocking the clear source of knowledge and disregarding the strength-giving refreshment. The time will come when there will be great drought on earth, when only here and there a spring will seep and humanity will be close to dying of thirst. And when the Lord wants to control the nameless misery of this time by letting fresh drink flow from the rocks and opening little fountains which shall refresh his children with living water, then do not waste these springs but thank the Lord who wants to save you from adversity and misery. The transmissions from above are purest truth, recognizable to the earthly child who sincerely asks God for enlightenment and trusts Him for the answer. If the answer is already given to oneself, all error is encouraged and people then lead themselves onto the wrong path. Yet the Lord protects those who fulfill His will and persevere in love for Him, for many laborers are needed in His vineyard. Amen.